So, can you tell me a little bit about how you started?
Yeah, the idea for Barefoot Caravans was conceived probably about 8 years ago now. I wanted to set up a business, and it had to be something that I was really interested in. And after a wet weekend camping with the children, I thought, why is there no cool caravan on the market? And did my research and decided to try to build one, which is a bit ambitious.
And you're previous to that, what was it that you were doing?
Previous to that, I was a solicitor actually, but I'd been involved in all sorts of creative projects as well, through prisoners' art and various other things along the way.
So a huge change from your previous life.
Yeah, big change, yeah. And I think that's actually brought something new and different to the caravan though, to be fair, because if I'd got anyone in the caravan industry wouldn't have built a caravan with so many complex curves and such a curved shape and so difficult to fit out and everything. So anyone who knew the challenges of it probably wouldn't have even embarked on it.
It's beautiful design and beautiful quality. This is my first time actually going into one of these, so I'm quite excited about it. What do you think, I know you've had some successes along the way, what do you think your biggest achievements have been for the business?
I mean, first of all, bringing the caravan to the market, it took about 5 years to develop it. Brought it to the market about 3.5 years ago. And so the first time that it was seen by the public was a really exciting moment and very nerve-wracking, so did not know what people would think of it.
Yeah.
And we got an amazing reaction to it, which was brilliant. So from then on, it's been great, but we didn't know whether people would like it or not, and actually the design's been really popular.
Yeah. Was that at a show or a festival, or whereabouts was that you first launched it to the public?
We did a mini launch. The caravans are actually built in the Cotswolds. We've got 2 business partners who make motorbike sidecars out of fiberglass as well. So this is a fiberglass monocoque, all one piece, and that's a similar construction actually to the motorbike sidecars.
Brilliant.
So we launched in Chipping Camden in the beautiful Cotswolds,
beautiful
which
there.
was nice. Some very discerning customers, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
So we launched there and then went straight on to do a much bigger show, and then since then we've been doing the caravan shows. We mainly sit in the campervan hall actually, because our target market really is people who've not owned a caravan before and who otherwise might buy a camper van. And the Barefoot's got a sort of cool aspect with it really that appeals to people who might buy a camper van.
Yeah. And recently, what's your last year been like? Have you had any key
last
moments?
year has been very exciting, yeah. So we've one thing I hadn't foreseen when we launched the caravan is that we'd have huge interest from overseas, particularly America. And so for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been looking for a reputable, good manufacturer in America. We couldn't possibly ship the volume of caravans over there that they're looking for. So really delighted that we've now found a good manufacturer called New Camp, who are going to start building Barefoot Caravans, and they'll be on the market in America from 2020.
That's so exciting. And will you still be able to offer all the bespoke elements? Because I know that you've got where you're sitting at the moment on a lovely dark grey seating area, and we've put some of my cushions in.
Yes, lovely.
So I know that you offer that bespoke element to customers. Will that still be possible over there in the States?
Yeah, I think they're working out how to do it, because the volumes of caravans will be massively different over there. Their market's about 20 times as big as ours. So there won't be as much customisation, I wouldn't expect, but I'm sure there will be some, yeah. So at the moment we're sitting in a lovely pale grey caravan. We do pale grey, cream and duck egg blue as standard. I imagine that they'll be able to do different colours on the caravans bodies, and then there'll be some element inside as well, but whether we offer a massive range of choice inside for the fabrics and the upholstery and whatever, so I don't know if they'll be able to do the same level of customisation, but yeah.
They're definitely very cool looking, and my boys, when they first saw the shape, said, "Oh, Mummy, can we go to Glastonbury in a barefoot caravan?" Awesome. I'm not sure if Cathy will lend us one.
Yeah. When you were asking me about my highlights before, actually, that would be another one of mine, taking my caravan to Glastonbury.
Wow. Well, how was the response?
Oh, brilliant. I mean, I wasn't selling it though, I was just using it for fun actually, but even within the camper van field, lots of people were coming over to have a look and admire it, which was great. And then I dragged it out through 1.5 foot of mud at the end, and it survived it very well.
It made it Glastonbury proof.
Yeah, yes, that was good.
And, I mean, I understand from having my own business that it's not all plain sailing and celebrating moments. What have been your biggest challenges, do you think, or just generally being in this kind of role? Are there any feelings or thoughts that you have that have been really challenging?
Yeah, a variety of things. I think running your own business, especially when it's a small business, there are so many aspects you have to cover yourself. You haven't got staff to do them. So anything from doing the VAT to regulatory to licensing in America and trademarks, which you've done some of yourself, which is very challenging. And then in terms of the caravan build itself, there are so many tiny components involved in this caravan. So making sure that we've got all the right components at the right time for the build. And so far as possible, we get the components from the UK, and they are built in the UK at our factory in the Cotswolds. So the challenges of employing people, and we've got a brilliant team, but getting out the volume of caravans that we want to get out is a real challenge. Yeah.
Gosh, it must be such a kind of immense project to take on. There must be so many components and elements to manage.
Yeah, there are, and many regulations to comply with as well, of course, because it's something that's being towed on the roads. But we've got gas in here, electric. We've got the full shower room as well. So there's lots of features in here that involve quite a lot of skill.
Yeah, but interestingly, I bet that would be more challenging for other people, and perhaps your legal background will have really helped you with that, with getting your head round those kind of rules and regulations.
Yeah, it definitely did initially. Actually, there was a massive pack of regulations we had to comply with, so obviously I've got through those. The caravan complies, it's fine. And I've used my bits of legal training along the way, sorting out trademarks and that sort of thing. So I think you just pull in every bit of knowledge that you've got, really. Yes. And at our age, it's lovely. We've got lots of friends doing interesting things as well. So you and I bounce ideas off one another, which has always been good. And I've got other people who own their own small businesses as well.
So obviously we met through our kids, and both being working mums. If somebody was listening to us talking now and they had business ideas or they were thinking about changing career later in life, what would your advice be?
It's difficult. I think setting up your own business, there's a lot more involved than you could possibly have imagined. I don't know have you found it the same?
Yeah.
So it's definitely not for the faint-hearted,
no.
Is it?
I think you have to have moments of madness where you just think, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. And sometimes you feel really strong, and you feel like you can take on any challenge, and other days you feel like, how am I going to do this? It's quite overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly, and I think tenacity is probably the key to it, really. Obviously the benefits of having your own business is managing your own hours, and quite often I'm working at the weekends, but I can be there for the kids after school, and that's great. So it's not like I've got to leave the house at a certain time every morning and get back late in the evening, which would have been my previous life.
They must be really proud of you. Do they love coming and hanging out in the caravans?
Yeah, they do, and they are proud of it. Actually, we've had quite a lot of TV coverage on George Clark's Amazing Spaces last year. We were on BBC World News, which has all been quite scary, but good and great for business. So they've been quite proud, and one of the reasons I actually wanted to set up a business was to show the children that you can do it. And I'd come from a professional background, but not everybody's going to do that. And that if I'd got the skills and knowledge to know how to run a business, it's something that I could pass on to the kids one day. And I hope they've got a bit of that already. So
I think it's really inspiring. It's great. It's a really nice practical, also because it's a product. It's something that kids can see, so they can kind of jigsaw it together in their minds a little bit. Whereas I think other professions and other roles and jobs that people have are more abstract, so they're harder for children to understand and appreciate what could possibly be involved. So it's brilliant.
Yeah, well, that's the same with yours. With these amazing fabrics, all conceived from your own ideas and inspiration.
Well, they're looking nice there. This is the first time we've brought them here, so
they look great.
Okay, that's cool. I'm going to share this on my Instagram feed. Thank you.
Okay.